No masterpiece belongs in the cellar, episode 30. Moving from a rapture holding pattern to active obedience in the fiery furnace. Good morning and hello friends, my name is Shashu Monroche. On this episode, I want to speak to Christians about the great waiting and the subtle, dangerous lie of the spiritual bunker. Who am I? I'm just a guy on the internet who writes a couple newsletters. I write for believers, and about the things I see taking shape in this world and in our faith. My spirit is troubled today. I feel it in the anxious prayers that ripple through my morning quiet. I see it in the conversations between believers, in the books we buy, in the sermons we stream. We are waiting. We are waiting for the rapture, for the event, for the moment the sky splits and the divine rescue arrives. We map headlines onto ancient prophecies, our fingers tracing the contours of kingdoms and wars, searching for the final signpost before the exit. And in this waiting, a lie has taken root in the modern church. It whispers that our primary task is to remain untouched, unstained, unsigned by the world. It tells us to retreat into a spiritual cellar, to preserve our holiness like a museum piece under glass, and to watch the world burn from a safe distance, counting the days until we are lifted clear of the flames. I have to confess a profound frustration with this posture. It rings hollow in the chamber of my spirit. Before I go further, let me clarify who I'm speaking to. When I say Christian, I don't mean someone who owns a Bible or warms a pew. I am speaking to the brother or sister who genuinely loves Jesus. You read His word, you pray to Him. When He commands, you obey. You have a covenantal relationship with the Lord, and you serve at His command. If that describes you, this message is for you. You are family. Listen to me. Our Adonai, Yahuwah, does not create museum pieces. He forges weapons on the anvil of obedience. And let me tell you something about the anvil. It is never in the cellar. We know the temple is built on rock and not sand because it has been tested. The foundation is proven in the furnace, not in the shade. Hold this passage in your mind. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock, and the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. Matthew 7:24-25. The fiery furnace of trials and tribulations is not convenient. It's not comfortable. It doesn't make you feel superior. It humbles you. It trains you to look to the shepherd when things get hard. This is how we know the house will stand when the winds and storms come. Yet so many think preparing for Yahushua's return is a matter of a holding pattern, to withdraw, to disconnect, to remain holy by hiding out in our cellar, waiting. They forget that being saved, knowing Jesus, comes with faithful obedience. And that obedience causes transformation. It changes us, and it changes the people around us. A servant hidden in a cellar is not in contact with anyone they can transform. The master will return like a thief in the night. We are to be vigilant. No one knows the day or the hour. But our Elohim, Yahuwah, is the creator, the master artist. What artist do you know creates a masterpiece only to hide it in a cellar where no one can witness it? To be saved and then to isolate is to rob Yahuwah of His glory. It is to steal a blessing He meant to deliver through you to a neighbor who has been praying for it. Yahuwah wants us sober, anchored, ready at all times. But readiness does not look like hiding. Readiness looks like stewardship. It looks like the faithful servants in the parable who were given talents. One buried his in the ground. The other two went out and traded, invested, multiplied. When the master returned, he said to the active servants, "Well done, good and faithful servant." To the one who hid his gift, "You wicked and slothful servant," and he commanded, "Cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness." Matthew 25:14-30. We have been given a trust. Time, skills, resources, relationships, the message of the gospel itself. Our calling is not to bury it. Our calling is to invest it, to put it to work in the marketplace of human need. A lamp is not meant for a cellar. It is meant for a stand to give light to all in the house. This active stewardship is how we are deployed. This is how Yahuwah transforms us, by sending us into the lives of others in love, kindness, patience, and humility. The transformation happens in the friction of service, not in the silence of isolation. When your time on this earth ends and you step before the Lord, what will He say? Will it be, "Depart from me, I never knew you"? Or will it be, "Well done, my good and faithful servant"? The difference between those two sentences is a life of hidden fear versus a life of deployed faith. Yahuwah is refining us for a purpose. The anvil is not in the cellar, it is in the open heat of obedience, in the messy kitchen, the difficult conversation, the inconvenient act of love, the patient endurance of insult. That is where the masterpiece is forged. That is where our faith is proven. He is building his temple on the rock of our tested obedience. Don't hide from the furnace. Step into it on purpose. Let him find you at your post, lamp trimmed, hands working, heart known, actively loving his children until he returns. Walk in the light you've been given. You can find my writing at shashumanrosh.com. On social media, I'm at shashumanrosh, and I am Shashumanrosh. Peace and blessings, fam, and I'm out. Scripture references: Matthew 7:24-25, Matthew 25:14-30.